Hello and welcome to this GDS BES V2025 video tutorial 2.3 sweep functionality. The sweep function is designed to run a series of bender element tests at different wave periods or frequencies to identify the periods that produce the highest normalized amplitude ratio between the transmitted and received waveforms. This allows the user to determine the optimal period for the main bender element test, improving data quality and interpretation. So first you need to access the sweep tab, and obviously you need your GDS BES V2025 open, and you need to ensure that your test hardware is connected and you can see the green connected text at the bottom of the screen. Then navigate to the sweep button from the main interface. Once you have pressed the sweep button, you will notice a new menu that's popped up, and you should be able to set up the sweep parameters. First you will see the minimum period. This is the shortest wave period in the sweep that it will test. For example, I'm going to put 0.05 milliseconds. Then next you have the maximum period. This is the longest wave period in the sweep that it will test. Then you have the period increment, or the step size. This is the increment between each successive test period. For example, if you set it at 0.05, it means that the sweep will test at 0.20, 0.25, and 0.30, etc. until the maximum period is reached. Then you have the time between shots. This is the delay between each test shot, and by default it is 1 second. Then you have the wave type, which by default is sinusoidal, but you do also have square, triangular, custom, and none. Then you have the voltage amplitude, which is the amplitude of the output waveform for all shots in the sweep, and the range is 0 to 14 volts. And then you have a tick box for the raw filtered data option. If ticked, the sweep will use the raw data rather than the filtered data, if filtering has been configured in your test setup. Then running the sweep. First you need to verify that all the parameters you've entered have been done correctly, and then you click Start Sweep. The system will begin running a shot at each period, starting from the minimum period and increasing by the step size until the maximum period is reached. Each shot will run at a specified wave type, voltage amplitude, and time interval between shots. As the sweep progresses, the software records the amplitude ratio for each period. Once complete, the system automatically identifies the period with the highest normalized amplitude ratio and sets this value in the main transmit channel settings. So that is the main sweep done. You can close the sweep tab once you've done that. Now you may trigger a single shot at this optimal period to view the output waveform, view the received waveform, and confirm that the waveforms are suitable for peak picking. Then as per usual, you can adjust the peak picks for pick 1 and pick 2 just by dragging and dropping. And then the software will update the time difference and calculated wave velocity in real time. So ideally the outcome, the primary result of this would be that you have the optimal wave period for your specific soil sample setup determined from the highest amplitude ratio. And the next step would be to use the optimal period for your main bender element test to obtain the most reliable velocity measurement. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. This has been 3.3 sweep functionality. Thank you.